Minister, you mentioned that you think almost everyone is back. And I'm very grateful for the government's assistance to my constituents who've been trapped abroad, and many others have made alternative arrangements, of course. But I'm aware I still have constituents in India, Peru, Algeria, Nigeria, Spain, and at least 6 still in Thailand. And I'm sure other colleagues have just as many. It's not just that whilst ministers represent global Britain, I represent global Bermondsey. But to come to the question, is there a continent on the planet where Brits aren't still stranded? Given there's 30 million in the budget, what is the plan to bring those who still abroad home? Why has that not been done yet? And when can I expect all of those constituents to be home?
Well, in terms of India, my understanding that flights are continuing to come back. There are options available for your constituents to get back from India. We've been cooperating with Air India on their flights. More than 2,700 British nationals have returned on those Air India flights. 18,000 people were repatriated on our charter flights. That is from India itself. That represented almost a half of the whole number of people we repatriated globally were from India. But my understanding is that there are still flights operating. There are a number of flights that people can access. I think, Jennifer, have you got any more data on when those are operating and how people can get onto them?
Yes, so I didn't get that full list. I mean, I think it's worth noting that our programme was directed at British nationals who are resident in the UK. So there are many British nationals, and I've seen reports of British nationals, for instance, in Peru, who are ordinarily resident in Peru. That was not the focus of our programme. The focus was on those who needed to get back to the UK to be safe during the pandemic in the UK. There are flights operating in a number of the countries that you mentioned, particularly, for instance, Thailand. There's been commercial flights the entire period. And we've also rolled out some additional consular support for those who are unable to get back. I'd be very happy to take the details separately of anyone who is experiencing difficulties in Peru. As I understand it, there still aren't flights from Peru.
Yeah.
And others with Thailand seems to be a particularly problematic country. But just to be absolutely clear, you are saying that British nationals who may be making tax contributions to the UK from abroad would not qualify for support under the programme you're detailing?
Our programme was focused on British nationals who are resident in the UK, and we asked for a UK address as part of the process, or a UK postcode as part of the process of reserving a ticket. That was not rigorously policed, but that was the premise of it. It was about keeping British nationals safe if they did not have an established residence somewhere else. Obviously, there's a very large number, millions of British nationals who live overseas permanently. On Thailand, my understanding is there has been commercial flights the entire time in Thailand, but we have provided some support to those who are having difficulty leaving. But we did not run repatriation flights from Thailand specifically because there were commercial flights throughout the period.